Hey everybody, and time for some roster reviews. First account we're looking at is Darth Glizzy, and they're in Typhon Reborn. About 7.5 million GP. When they requested, they were 5.9, so a lot of progress since then. This is a September 2020 account, so it's just over 3 years old, or just at 3 years. This player is focused on Grand Arena, and said they have been free to play since they unlocked Executor, so I don't know how much they did before that in the way of spending, but right now, it seems to be a free-to-play player. So let's look at chips first, just because that's kind of the quickest to get an idea of what they're doing. Let me see if they're going after Leviathan, and I think that is a yes. No one brings up Sith Assassin unless they are going for Leviathan. Don't have it yet, but probably ready for the next round, I'd assume. Rogue One, I guess, yeah, not going for that. And actually, let me take a look at Datacross. That's another quick thing. Okay, they were pretty engaged at set 9, a lot of level 3s. And set 10, not as much, which, you know, set 10's a lot easier to engage with if you had any kind of stock built up before. If you don't have stock built up from before, then it might be harder, but you got a lot of breakdown materials after that. 3 GLs looks like Jabba, Kenobi, and Central Emperor, which is pretty solid. You know, I wouldn't. Hey, I mean, it looks good to me. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren's the only beginner-friendly one they don't have, and maybe they're going for him already. Let's see. It does not seem so, but they could definitely benefit from building up just like Hux, crew, starting with, I don't know, maybe Kylo Ren, Phasma, First Order Officer, or no, First Order TIE Pilot, and give it the Omicron. They could get a solid team for Grand Arena in the meantime, while we're working on that first story, if they so chose. After Leviathan, that's when I'm going to try to figure out what they're doing. They didn't tell me their plans, and even if they had, it was a long time ago at this point, so don't have a clear idea there. Do have General Skywalker, Giant Luke, obviously. Well, I guess obviously for gas too, because JMK. I get mixed up sometimes, guys. Yeah, let's just die. They do have Malgus, very nice. Obviously do, because they have the Sith ship. Look at the Jedi faction, looking pretty solid. Who is neglected? Kyle Katarn's low, so no Star Killer. But otherwise, nothing too unseemly here. Old Bannock, Gear 12. Maybe they're going for Jedi Master Luke. I think Jedi Master Luke would be a fantastic idea. I already got 3PO and Chewie up. Mon Mothma, 7-star. Yeah, I think JML would actually be a great next target to go for. You would need Biggs up. Dang, Radis. That's a weak Radis. Yeah, I mean, I'd recommend some Rebel action. I don't know if they might want to go for Leia. A lot of people are thinking they want to chase Galactic Legend Leia, which I don't recommend going for the brand new Galactic Legend if you don't have all of them yet. I like at least waiting until they're accelerated. That's kind of why in the middle of in May, or at the end of May, beginning of May, when did I do the updated journey guide or free-to-play farming guide? Whenever I recommended that for Jabba, I was figuring that by the time people get to the point where they might want to go for Jabba, the characters would be accelerated. So that was my thought process there. Sith, pretty decked out. Trio's a little bit struggling. I do have the Omicrons on Treo and Savage. Since you gave him the Omicrons, just go a little further and give him some relics. At least Gear 13. You won't regret it. They are very strong. Scion is lagging behind there. And if you're Grand Arena focused, this team is super crucial. Talon, 4-star. Starkiller would also be a great target to go for. You don't have to go for another Galactic Legend right after Leviathan. So Starkiller would be a great choice. Imperial Trooper. Okay, yeah, Marjet. Yeah, I really think Starkiller is probably the next step, because if you don't have any of those, the requirements for him are just so good. They plug in so well everywhere. Kyle Katarn would be good, even if you don't run Mon Mothma, just the Jedi. He's going to be a nice slot in. Or a Jade revolutionizes Emperor Palpatine teams, even if you're not using Starkiller. So get her up, even if you're not going to go for Starkiller right away. And what else do we want to check here? I think I have a pretty good idea of their account now. Let me see, Inquisitors. Yeah, 7 stars, except for Fifth Brother, that's the easiest one. So maybe this might be their next project. Looks like they're stopped on Kairos for now. But yeah, JML, Starkiller, Build Up Sith, Mara Jade. Those are my recommendations for now after Leviathan, which you're clearly going for. Now let's look at some mods. And sorting by speed. I don't care about JMK or Jabba as much. Let's look at Sith Eternal, slow, and health. Pretty common. I do like speed. I actually don't have a ton of offense on my own, but you know, he's surviving, so that's fine. R7 on the Galactic Legends. I definitely want to get R8 on them at some point. It is a big difference, especially for the damage dealing ones. Sith Eternal and Kenobi, they do deal a lot of damage when you actually take the time to look at it. So R8 is great for them. Jabba, I mean, it gets him into another level of the crit rate, but that's going away, and I don't really care about Railroad except Jabba. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to take mine to R9. But Gideon is the fastest non-GL, which isn't surprising because he's a very fast guy. 350, plus 152, not bad. And his buddy Piet, so we got 2 guys from the same team, 345. And an even faster set, 166, but he's just slower at a base than Moff, which is why he's a little bit behind. At a glance, these are decent priorities for high speed. I like the health, extra health, focus, and crit damage. So very nice cat. I do enjoy those mods there. Ron looks pretty speedy, which I'm not sure why you're putting a ton of speed on him. For this roster, you're probably using him with Palpatine and Vader. And that team without like Mara Jade or something, it's not super scary or super impressive. So he might not need to be so fast. That might have been a really old priority. Decent boosh. Overall, I mean, it's a pretty decent setup you got. 319, I think that's fine. Damage. I mean, I don't know if Revan's actually someone that needs crit damage because he has a really low crit chance. Yeah. 42% total for special damage, and he does get some crit damage for crit chance from his lead. You have 5% crit chance for each ally, but still doesn't end up being like a really good crit chance for him. So I don't know. You could probably take something else here. You can give that to someone else who needs it more. Put like survivability stats. Unless it's just crate raid modding, which in that case I'm like just leave it on. That's fine. Darth Revan, I mean, I made the issue of this in my last roster review that people don't know. I love the extra health and low protection. Crit damage triangle. Perfect. Love it. Yep, this is great. This player knows how to mod Darth Revan. You want offense, you want the crit damage, you don't want the crit chance, you don't want the protection. So, fantastic. Love it. And I mean, it's not the fastest, but I mean, the primary focus is like those can be improved, but it's a good selection of what you're using. CLS, offense, and tenacity. I mean, everyone does tenacity. I don't really care about it. I think it was like, I forget even why people wanted tenacity on CLS. I think, well, European Choice shares it, but I forget exactly what it's even for. So I don't really care too much about tenacity, but that's kind of a common convention. A boss, what are you working with? We just want speed and protection. Very good. Yeah. I like it. What else we want to look at? Malik, is there tenacity here? Some tenacity. If they're putting tenacity on CLS, they're putting tenacity on Malik. But I don't think you really need him with high tenacity. I mean, if you were able to solo stuff in Kyber 3, then sure. But if he's just part of a broader Malgus team, I think you just want to maximize protection if you can. Now look at Gas Invader, and then that's it. Okay, pretty easy to get that right. I do like crit damage triangle on Gas, though. And last but not least, looking at Vader. Crit damage and potency. I think that's good. I think that's a good focus. Not wasting anything on crit chance because we get a lot from Merciless Massacre, 50%. Potency for the extra debuffs, crit damage for the extra damage, and not ignoring speed, 270 speed. So awesome, Darth Vader. You really have, this player really has their act together as far as like choosing what to do with Maz, how to line things up. Good priorities for 3 Galactic Legends. Just keep working on it. Star Killer, Jedi Master Luke, and others. And thanks for letting me look at your account. Next account we're looking at is Pigselgamer. I believe that's how you say it. And they're in Ringstruppe Tutterstern. I don't know if that's like German or Dutch or something, but I don't know exactly how to pronounce that. They started in January of 2021, 4.8 million, so just over 2.5 years. Yeah, just over 2.5 years playing. Said that they are a light spender, but mostly free, and they requested a review when they were at 3.9 million. So actually not as much progress as I'd expect in terms of GP, since they requested several months ago. Our last player we saw had well over 1 million, or 1.6 million of development with an older roster. I see they're running Malevolence. Now, Rhodium 4, that might actually be pretty good for 4.8 million. I don't have a great grasp on the lower divisions, but they obviously have JMK there. Running Malevolence, so I guess I don't have Executor. Yeah, no Executor, which is going to be right away my first and foremost recommendation, even with Leviathan out there. Even with 2 beta ships that are past that, still my recommendation. And looks like they might be working on it, so I think they actually might be pretty close then. Because, I mean, it's everywhere. Everyone recommends Executor now. TIE Defender, best ship in the game. Get your eyeing up a little bit, maybe. But they did finish off the 2 ships, you know, so solid base, I suppose. Let's check Datacross. Not a Datacron player, not a believer in the Datacrons, even though they could run a few. This account definitely could make use out of them. Both Jedi GLs, General Skywalker, Jedi Knight Luke, so they have a rich Jedi faction, is what it looks like. Got Darth Vader up there. He needs to be R8. Him and Piet need to be R8. Let's just check the Empire faction. Yeah, so not quite there on Executor, but I think they're probably working on it, which is a good call. Marjade Omicron, but Marjade only gear 11. But looks like they're working on her, which is great. Fantastic character. Highly recommend. Throw with Palpatine and Vader until you get Starkiller, and that's going to be fantastic for you. I always forget that when I'm looking at accounts, I don't see characters that don't have activated at all, so sometimes I feel like this is a pretty scant Empire faction. There's a lot there that I'm not seeing. Or developed, because maybe it's not activated. Jedi faction, robust, although I don't like Jolie not at relics. Everyone else down here, you know, makes sense. Bastila, you can get away without relics. But Jolie, definitely want relics if you're going to run any kind of Jedi Knight Revan squad. Which I think you would be with this roster. I mean, Gas does his own thing. Jedi Knight Luke sometimes goes with Master Luke as a lifter, but we got a lot of Jedi here, so you could probably make 2 good Jedi teams. Especially with JMK drawing on non-Jedi for his Galactic Republic team. Speaking of that, do we have Cat? No Cat. Which isn't too surprising. You know, 4.8 million hasn't had access to Proving Grounds a super long time. Hopefully working on it as often as it comes around, but even so, you know, JMK can have Padme there. Maybe R2-D2. So, plenty of Jedi to make 2 teams. Build up the Jolie. Yeah, Bad Batch not built up, but Qui-Gon there. Probably no Kieti Mundi. Yeah, no Cam, which not even at 4 stars, which, you know, not a surprise. People don't prioritize that TB anymore. Yeah, let's just keep sniffing around, see what else they might be working on. Separatists. Solid, that is in good working order. Resistance, not working on Rey. For sure, are they working on... Nope. Supreme or Kylo here. Let's just check bounty hunters. Yeah, I don't think it's clear they're going for Executor. And after that, still trying to think exactly what I want to recommend. Jabba might be the way to go, but it might also be. No, I don't want to recommend Leia. I don't like unaccelerated farms. So Java might actually be the way to go. Or Sith Eternal Emperor, because he has a lot of overlap, or some overlap with Executor. Yeah, I think Sith Eternal Emperor might be a good way to go. But also Darth Revan. Like, Darth Revan is a fantastic team. And even without Malgus or Malak, and you already have Old Republic pretty well situated. If you just unlock Darth Revan, get all those requirements, you can go for Malak pretty quick. And then he's a lot easier to finish off than ever. So definitely Darth Revan, maybe Sith Eternal Emperor. What about you? Oh, already putting into Rex. So yeah, almost finished off Rex, so that's pretty good. Right, that'll be nice to have, especially at a low level in a Rhodium. Yeah, that'll be a nice team for you, even just at Gear 12 without relics or datacrons or anything. Should be a good payoff. But now let's look at some mods. And mods is where the rubber meets the road, as they say. Check out J Master Luke. His health is higher than his protection, but that's because he actually doesn't have a high base protection. He has just over 50,000. He has, like, Jedi Knight Luke has like 50% more protection than him, so he doesn't have an impressive base. This is very fast for him. Got some extra potency, which he can actually make use of. So it's not bad. Definitely need R9. It's a great choice for him. That would really boost his performance. Jedi Master Kenobi. I always look at him, but I don't really care. He's fine. And he is R8, so that's not bad. Yet, very common, fast character for people. Plus 155. And I count this age, it's, pretty good. Oh, that's on target. Very fast Revan, comparatively. Plus 159 speed. Another reason to put relics on Jolie if you're already pouring that much into Revan. So you have health. I like it. It's great. He has an abysmal base protection. So if you want more survivability, put it all in health. Yeah, he's a base protection of under 30k. That is just sad nowadays. His health isn't amazing, but it's 48k base at R5, which is much better. To modify. Hermit Yoda, I don't care about him being super fast, but with a roster this size, might be fine. Yeah, I think all right. Bosk and Grief right after, which is awesome. Oh, yeah, protection 317, because yeah, you want Bosk to throw up the frenzy, then Grief comes right behind. Oh, 316. Just I'm not gonna actually clap because I don't want it to be really loud on the mic. But that is great. This guy knows what he's doing. That is exactly what you want to do. That's just the 1-2 punch. Frenzy, assist, back to Bosk again, double assist. If you have target on the weakest enemy, contract right away. Very nice. CLS, crit damage. No tenacity. So I like it. Yeah, I like the speed and the offense. Yeah, that's what I like to see. I think this is how I have my modded offense set and a health set. He's got plenty of crit chance. So he didn't need a crit chance set. And this guy's just got all the health, or all the speed and all the offense. So I love this too. Okay. Yoda. Very fast. Not bad. Because if you're using JML against JMK, he's not going to gain turn meter. So you actually do want some speed. And actually giving him crit chance too, which is smart. He's someone that does need crit chance. He has really low base crit chance. And I guess the special 19 still doesn't even go that far. 42% crit chance, and he doesn't even have a unique or anything to boost up his crit chance. So I know he doesn't have extra crit chance in his kit, But yeah, when your crit chance is that low, it's worth it to give an extra. And this is smart too. Not doing a crit damage triangle on Yoda. He has really low crit chance. So offense is a great move there. So this is just really smart modding I'm seeing. And I really appreciate it. I don't always see modding this good. Yeah, so this guy's just really well balanced. I mean, 3PO and Chewie, it's not like you need him to be super fast, but in an account this size, there's not too many characters you need super fast, and this is just quality there. This is a great 3PO and Chewie. Speed is nice on him. Rex is fast. Colonel Stark's pretty fast. I wonder what the reason is there. I think that's pretty good for Rex. He doesn't care about crit damage triangle as much. So yeah, Stark's very fast. Looks intentional. Maybe he's the stopgap. He's like the person that they're passing the baton off to in the speed hierarchy for troopers. Because I guess I haven't seen Gideon. Yeah, Gideon's gear 11, so that's important to him. Yeah, he's not the baton man. I guess, yeah, Colonel Stark, and Stark can get some buffs and keep it going. Yeah, no, that's intelligent. You don't need super high speed on like Veers or Dark Trooper or even Range Trooper. Because if you have one second player that gets speed, they get it going, and then you start killing people, and then you're off to the races. So I'm starting to see why this player is an Erodium 4 with 4.8 million GP. Probably facing a lot of players with higher GP. And I was gonna say I already bet Vader is spectacular. I don't like the speed set, but it might actually work here. That's a good bit of offense for a speed set. We got the crit damage triangle. 282 speed. Offense there. I mean, it works. If you're gonna run a speed set, I do like how they did it, because they do have a decent amount of like offense here and there. Yeah, 4% offense there. So they kind of make up for it. This is a very well thought out player who mods very intelligently. And yeah, hats off to you. I already forgot the name. Pigselgamer. So thanks so much for letting me look at your account. Doing a great job. I know you're getting Executor next. After that, Darth Revan, maybe Starkiller, Sith Colonel Emperor. But I would trust you to make the right call. So thanks so much. Next review is special, and I didn't expect it because in my spreadsheet I didn't have any information other than the ally code. But this is a guildmate of mine, GrandMoff, the Destroyer TC in Mos Eisley Cantina, which is my guild. I was looking at it, I was like, huh, looks familiar. But yeah, so a guildmate. They trolled me because in one of my very early videos, they said, oh, you're in a great guild, like the best. Or they said they're in the best guild in the game. And I was like, oh, what guild is that? And they're like, oh, duh, I'm in your guild. So they trolled me for that a little bit. But yeah, time to look at their account. Just over 10 million, so just hit it. Got Leviathan and Reva. I hope they have Reva because we've had Reva for a while. So let me look at your ships, Moff. Yeah, got them all. TIE Defender. Oh, okay. I just did a video on how TIE Defender is the best ship. So even if you're not trying to run Iden Troopers, get TIE Defender up and running with higher relics there. What else we're looking at? So, I mean, yeah, Scythe. Yeah, not too much else to look at here. Datacrons. Not too many there, but I think that these are all probably just the bulk. Yeah, I mean, that's a decent stock. And they lock their DCs, so they're really picking the ones that they think are good. They lock this one, is it good? Yeah, it's good. So, good call, locking it. That signals to me what you value, and you're valuing the right things. The Datacrons, as far as I can see. Accuracy, maybe not. I got to re-roll there, but maybe you have that in mind already. Yeah, the speed up, so the speed up's pretty good. Now let's look at characters. We got 5 Galactic Legends, missing Jabba, and Lord Vader. You need to get those, my friend. Let's check out Hut Cartel. Not even close. What are you doing? You need this. I mean, the raid's going away soon, but just a great Galactic Legend to have. I always wonder, like, who doesn't have Jabba in our guild, because we're, like, lacking several, but yeah, get that Jabba, man. First and foremost. You're looking great on ships, so you don't have to worry there. Let me check on Lord Vader progress. Bad Batch, not even using Bad Batch. I mean, Echo, yeah, just for the JMK versus Jabba counter. This is sad. Gotta work on that. Well, let's just dive into the main factions. Jedi. I feel like most of my critique will just come down to the mods after looking at the account. Yeah, I mean, these are fine. Rebel. Rebuilt up, yeah, because they have Radis. CLS squad is there. Cardoon's not built up, but I don't really care. Yeah, I don't care. I don't really care about those second teams like Mon Mothma. Well, I do care about Admiral Radis, but Admiral Radis doesn't need like any investment other than the requirements for profundity, so it's good to go there. And I guess Phoenix isn't on the schedule. Yeah, you missed out, man. Captain Rex event, you could have got a lot more shards. Please tell me you didn't do Nisa. I would be very disappointed. Nisa 3-star. So, okay. Didn't really get much out of either of those extra drops. But Rex, yeah, I think it's fantastic. I mean, Kanan already at Relic 2. Looks like he might be prepping for this team, but Zeta on Ezra, Year 12. I don't think that's a bad Zeta. Or, like, it's not a bad Zeta. It's a decent Zeta, but for, like, a Gear 12 character. Maybe that was a really old thing. And maybe it predates you having the account. We want to look at Sith, I think. Savage Press, Gear 12, no Omicron. I guess you don't care about Grand Arena. Hoshino, no, get off my back, except you might grow slower. I forgot to check what league is it. Kyber 3. Definitely could improve from that. Need the last two Galactic Legends. Jabba first. Followed by Lord Vader. I don't know if they want to look at us after us. So we got Inquisitors. This Dark Trooper. Yeah, Dark Trooper and Iden need to be higher. Iden only 5 stars. How long has she been accelerated? Like, boost her up, man. R5 right now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Zam, well, not finished Zam because no Lord Vader. So no Omicron, I guess makes sense. Omicron, Boba Sam Django, thank you for your service, so I don't have to do that. Otherwise, not too much to point out there. It's already Omicron. I think this is like one of the biggest wastes of an Omicron. So, sorry, no offense, but I just don't think you need it. Like, Sortie, I melt teams with Sortie when you have the right data disk lineup without an Omicron. I don't even know what it does. I just know it's 20 Omicron mats that you don't need to apply unless you have a really really weak droid faction, and you do not. So I think that is a bit of a misapplication of an Omicron, if you ask me. Now it's time to look at mods. And we got Supreme Leader Kylo is the fastest. 591 plus 198 speed, not too shabby. Crit damage, some offense. Let me see. There's extra offense sitting around. Flat offense doesn't count. Okay, extra offense there. That's good. And extra offense there. Okay, not bad. GMK, don't want to waste our time looking there. Not too important. And fast at the journal. I mean, that's what I do. Not enough health, though. So definitely need more health. Protection, not the best thing to focus on either. This begs me to look at actually crit chance. No, not good. You have survivability there. And offense. I think those need to be all health primaries, not a protection primary here, so that's not good. Speed there, I think is fine. But like I do a speed build, but I don't neglect health. Like you really need health. Like if he's gonna die, he's gonna die. There's a lot of counters where I just barely win with him, and the health was really important. Ray, offense. I mean that's what I use. It's pretty much the standard now. Good health there, decent speed. The offense itself, that's a little low. Gotta be honest. That's where my head itches. Health. I mean, you gotta kind of commit. Yeah, crit damage on her, no. The only thing you're really benefiting, that only benefits from crit damage on her is her basic. Whirlwind is set damage, the ultimate is true damage. So no crit damage on her. It can be either offense or health. Yeah, either one will kind of work. I mean, since you have that one as health already, that'll be fun to do as offense. Offense or health. So change that. JML R9, I like it. Health sets, not bad. Great protection, slow, very slow. Don't like that. Because you do need initiative with him in a lot of cases. Like you really need him to outspeed people. But he's kind of languishing on the speed. Yeah, 14 speed there. 20 is good. 22 is good. 16, not good. 23. You got protection here. So I don't know. I mean, definitely can be improved with more speed, but the health and protection look great. Darth Revan, fastest non-GL. 348, nice. Health, good. Get the crit damage. Need that. And offense isn't great. Crit damage, no. Do not put crit chance. Do not put crit chance on Revan, and you don't really need potency either. And I've talked about this before because his leadership, he gets 10% critical chance for each of their own debuffs. You have most of the time you have at least 5 ferocity, so that's 50% crit chance there. You do not need crit chance on Darth Revan. Don't even look at this number. Just get rid of the crit chance sets, make that offense or health. That's a nice mod, but you put someone else because you don't want crit chance there. It's wasteful. Crit damage there. So the speed's good, but you gotta move stuff around. Commander Sokatano. There's a lot of ways to mod Commander Sokatano. A lot of schools of thought. There's like fast, healthy damage, but none of them are protection. She gives bonuses plus 50% health in defense. So no matter who you put her with, she's bumping up her health. Her base health is 57,000. Her base protection. I mean, she has a good base protection, but you want to put it in health, not protection. So I think all these are protection. Yeah, health or okay, well, health there is fine. Yeah, health or crit damage, health. Speed or health there. So I don't know, man. There's a lot of stuff I'm seeing here that like everything has at least something off. Gideon, I mean, I don't care too much to have him super. I mean, I don't really use the Guildmate too much on Imperial Troopers. On Imperial Troopers, Piet's usually good enough, but actually your Piet is not faster than your Gideon, so these troopers aren't calibrated right. Or they're just not very fast. Honestly, if you're committed to not like getting too much out of troopers, it's fine. You don't have to worry about it because I don't get too much out of troopers anymore. But if you want them to punch up, they need more speed. Watts, not too big a deal. I don't like. I neglect Watts mods. No, you just because with a weapon tech not being that great, it's just like you get off the tank tech and then that's it. You don't care if they die or not. Mara Jade. I mean, it's good that it's a higher priority in relation to all your other characters, but that's not super fast. 131. So in general, need to work on mods. Echo. 5 dots. 318. Not cutting it. Well, you don't even have that badge, so don't try to put too much there. Set the assassin. What is this for? Why is this so fast? Is this just for the ship? You just want 6 dot mods for the ship? I can understand that. Maybe they're not great mods. Coda, Thrawn, Armor, Hux, Radis. I don't know. I feel like there's something that should be up here and it's not. I think this is fine for Thrawn. I don't really care too much about his damage, just survivability. Oh, crit chance. No, crit chance and offense. Give him survivability. He's not your damage dealer. Vassal Fallen. Plus 150. Okay, this is a good Vassal Fallen as far as speed. However, protection, don't like. For damage, that's good. And potency, I think it's fine. I think it's a good option. I think you either want potency or health there. But what you want health is if you put her with Darth Revan, which I think you should in 3v3, it's plus 70% max health. So that's why you want a lot of health. So the apprentice doesn't affect that, but she gives herself a lot of potency anyway, so she does have a good base of potency. Let's see, Radis. I think that's fine. I think you probably want more protection on him. What are defense? I guess defense is like okay. Depends what his base is. Yeah, I mean that's alright. I mean, in general, I don't like defense primaries. I like defense sets, but protection primaries I think are the way to go if you just want bulk. In general, you don't have a specific reason to need health. I'm just gonna look for stuff that's out of place. Dash. Just like I saw in the last video, speed set, but not a lot of speed and not much offense. You want offense on Dash. He is a damage dealer. Oh, Maul. I mean, you don't have Lord Vader. Since you don't have Lord Vader, I mean, you do want Maul fat. I guess armor is fastest. Maybe this is a great raid build, in which case I can understand, but that's not. Like, you want offense sets too. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I wasn't registering this. That's bad offense. So Maul's not looking good. Yeah, just a lot of work in general. Okay, yeah, I think these are the ones that I was thinking I should see a little bit. Well, I mean, gas doesn't need to be surprised. Don't worry about the health. Put it all into protection. I guess it's all health sets. For him, the standard, I think, is offense set and a defense set with all protection primaries. But yeah, CLS, Giant Revan, Han Solo, these are all way down. And they shouldn't be. So he needs to be faster. The offense is fine. I don't care about tenacity on him. Yeah, okay. This is like when I said I feel like I'm missing something. Yeah, these guys. Not great. Not committing really to anything there. Not super fast. Not dealing a lot of damage for the crate. Not super fast on him. Grief, you definitely want speed, but just a little bit slower than Boss. On Solo, I mean, there's some speed on him. He doesn't need to be like super fast. Riva, I guess looks pretty slow. Malgus, a lot of bonus speed. I guess it's kind of fine for her. I don't want to see a crit damage triangle. Okay, I have now looked at this account, these mods for a while, so I'm gonna call it quits there. But there's a lot of work, and just build on what I've said here. Go for the remaining Galactic Legends, work on those mods, and help out the guild by doing so. That's all the time for today. Thanks everyone for letting me look at your accounts. GrandMoff, sorry, I hope it's not too hard on you. Nothing personal, just want to help people improve. Thanks so much everybody for watching. Don't forget to like and sub if you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys later.